Alright, what's up, trolls and girls? We got part 3 of one of the greatest days in DSP history, and I'm actually going to set this one up a little differently. For the past 2 episodes, I focused mainly on that day and what happened during that stream. Part 1 was about the end of the vest streak. Part 2 was about his first day back on YouTube, after Twitch departnered his sorry ass. But with this video, I figured we would look at the weeks leading up to what happened, and then the weeks afterwards. I feel it just paints a better picture. Plus, the stream after it happened was incredibly boring. He wouldn't even entertain one question about what actually went down. I think he put his chat into 2-week subscriber mode or some shit like that. And he must have got a hold of his mods and just told them to ban everything on site. I mean, absolutely nothing happened on that stream. It was all about having fun, being chill, and playing video games. And he barely brought up money that stream. I wonder why that was, Phil. I wonder what happened. Well, luckily for you, my friend, we're gonna find out right now. So his bank leaks happened while he was streaming Saturday night, September 18th. Now, everything happened too late in the stream for him to realize what was actually happening or for any real gold dust to come out of it. So again, his stream from that night and the next day are completely worthless. Outside of him saying he can't talk about what happened and he's just here to play video games and have fun. Now, the first clip we're going to start with is from the previous month, August 14th, 2021. And this might come as a shocker to you, but Phil Burnell was holding a fundraiser for himself. He had a goal set for $1,250, and he claimed he needed it to help him pay all his bills until his Twitch check came in later that month. He got a little bit more than $500. The stream is ending, and let's see what happens next.
Because this happened, no. People were very generous today. Like I said, super chats are actually really good today. Tips are really good today, right? So I'm not going to sit here and be upset when my fans came out and rallied and supported me today. We couldn't hit the amount that I needed, but that's not their fault. So I'm not going to sit here and freak out about it and be sad or be upset about that at all. You know, I'm just going to say, well, it is what it is. And move on positively like I always do, right? So it's not that I didn't need to do this today. Absolutely I needed to do this today. I needed to see if I could make happen the best case scenario. Now we move on to not so good scenarios, but it's still not panic mode, end of the world shit. But if you're a child and you don't understand that because you're not an adult who's been through this stuff before, you wouldn't understand at all. You see the world as black or white. It was either Phil raised it or he doesn't. If he raises it, it's good. If he can't raise it, it's terrible, end of the world. No. And this will help. What we raised today will help because this concretely will help me pay the utilities at the very least in the next week that have to be paid, right? So at least that will be done. It's partially what I needed to do. It's not everything I needed to do, but it's still a good start, you see? So, so stupid. No, of course they don't. Not only do these people not know how normal human bills work, they don't even know how life works. I seriously, like, these people are so, their way of thinking is such a simpleton mindset. Like, I don't understand why you did a fundraiser marathon if you weren't going to lose your house. What? Let me ask you a question about this, all right? Why would you do that the moment you're going to lose your house? Right? Why would you wait? Why would you wait? Wouldn't you try to do something to prevent the worst case scenario before it happens? Which is what I'm doing. Like, I mean, again, this is common sense to people, but not to you. So I guess your name might be appropriate. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm not even going to answer his nonsense anymore because he's still doing super chats. I'm going to say whatever.
So he doesn't even hit the halfway point of the goal. He's defensive as fuck because he knows his lies are being exposed. What did you hold a fundraiser for if you weren't in danger of losing anything? But he's trying to embarrass and humiliate somebody so the other little stupid pay pigs don't start asking questions. Because this is what's going to happen to you as well. Now, this is why I structured the video like this. Instead of just focusing on one stream, I want him to come out and say he needs the money for such and such. And then we're going to look and see what he actually needed it for. And shout out to Piece of Peace for the spreadsheet. And to that very, very good Samaritan that exposed all this shit. Now, let's start in late July. Because I want to give you context. He held that fundraiser on August 14th. Because he's broke and he needs help. Well, let's see why that is. So he gets his payment from Twitch on the 21st of July. A couple of charges from his day off show up. We got $186 on groceries for 2 fucking people. We get PetSmart and a total of wine, the normal shit. But then the fun starts. This motherfucker got DoorDash twice on the same day for 80 bucks. A day after spending $186 on groceries. And then over the course of a 2-day span, he does 13 microtransactions for $696. 700 bucks on mobile games in 2 days. Oh, wait a minute. This could be for music. You're jumping to conclusions here. You never know. And then between July 26th and the 28th, he does 8 more microtransactions for $239. And by the way, there's another 190 at Fred Meyer's, 6 days after spending 186 bucks there. There's $41 at IHOP on the 29th. He pays his back taxes, $750. And then there's a $30 stop payment charge. I don't know what the fuck that's for. We move into August and there's $205 more at Fred Meyer, 7 days after spending 190. And maybe this is why he likes saying he has a family all the time. Because he knows how much he spends on groceries every 7 days. This shit is ridiculous, man. There's only a couple of microtransactions here. 38, 92, 82. $73 on one order for DoorDash. $42 at Sherry's Cafe and Pies. And let's keep going because I got something to say about that in a minute. And then $39 on DoorDash again a few days later. So this brings us to August 10th. Remember, he held that fundraiser on August 14th. So we're getting very close. And this must have been his day off. Fred Meyer, Petco, Target, Total Wine. And then a couple of days later, he has to pay for his 2 internet lines. He is paying $368 a month for internet. Is she running her own fucking stream in the next room? What do you need that much internet for? And he complains and bitches about lag all the time anyways. You can't be this dumb, man. Come on. But here's the one that really gets to me. 2 days before he does that fundraiser, and go back and listen to the clip if you need to. He didn't even hit the halfway point. And he says it's not the end of the world. And remember, he was trashing that person. You see the world in black and white. Why are you questioning me about this fundraiser? I needed to do this to see if I can pay my bills. Meanwhile, 2 days before that fundraiser, this motherfucker spends $109 between DoorDash and IHOP. Does that sound like somebody that can't pay their bills? Or does that sound like a lying-ass piece of shit? And again, doesn't hit the halfway point of the goal. So you might think he has to skimp or save money. Some bills might not get paid. A couple of days after the fundraiser, 190 at Fred Meyer, 81 at Total Wine, 35 at Corner Bakery Cafe, and $66 at Curls and Twirls. Now, I've talked about this before. I sincerely hope that was for Ket Burnell. If this guy is paying $66 for that fucking wig he has on his head, that crooked-ass Batman symbol on his forehead, I don't even know what to say. The haircut he has, it looks like the haircut you get after somebody fucks your shit up and somebody else is trying to fix it. And they're like, Jesus, man, I'm not a miracle worker. That's his normal haircut. And he's paying $66 for that shit. I don't know why that triggers me so much. Alright, so now we're on to August 26th. This clip is courtesy of Ann Lee, and he was covering a DSP pre-stream. And DSP said one of the most infamous things he could possibly say before his bank leaks came out.
That's about it. I don't frivolously just buy shit. I can't. I don't spend money on fucking bullshit on mobile games and gambling and all the shit that they say. It's all bullshit. But the problem is that these idiots say it so much that people I believe are starting to believe it, and that's not good. I don't like that. That people can just slander me or defame me or whatever you want to say it is on the internet on a daily basis, and there's groups of people out there who maybe if it weren't for this mass slander would come check out the content, and now they won't. Because they think, oh, this is just a guy who's fucking talking shit and scamming his viewers every day and shit. It's nonsense, and I'm tired of it, you know? I really am. I'm absolutely, positively tired of this shit, because there's nothing I can say or do to disprove what they say, because they just keep making more shit up. It doesn't actually matter what I say or do. They just move the goalpost further. I mean, it's been 3 years now. They've been saying this. And no matter what I say and do, they come up with something else. Because they're nuts. And they're literally still on a daily basis making shit up.
Like
just
what?
Nonsense. I don't really hear about it until someone will behind the scenes like message me and say, you hear this latest thing? I'm like,
What's the
you
latest
gotta be
thing?
fucking kidding me. These guys they're such losers. Why have they hyper-focused on me? Because the thing is, outside of the realm of what they're talking about, I don't even know about any of it until someone tells me about it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. They're actually saying this nonsense with no justification. But again, the tinfoil hats, the Kool-Aid, the kumbayas as they hold each other's hands and circle jerk each other, they all just believe it.
I guess we're all just circle jerking each other here. Man, what do you even say? I don't frivolously just buy shit. I can't. I don't spend money on fucking bullshit on mobile games and gambling and all the shit that these people say. Are you fucking sure about that, Phil? Because less than a month after saying that, his bank leaks came out and that's all he does. He doesn't do anything else. You ever heard that saying of the one screaming the loudest is usually the person that you look at? Because I think that applies here. Now, in very Shawn Michaels fashion, we're going to listen to another clip from the same exact day. And he's going to talk about having to possibly hold another fundraiser in September because he's just struggling to pay his bills. But don't worry, guys, because it doesn't go to mobile games and gambling and all the shit that these people say. It all goes to bills. But he's still somehow behind on all his bills. Just don't think about it.
But it is worrying to me when I see a pattern of several streams back to back to back where the contributions have dwindled a lot, and I don't know really what to do about that. You know what I'm saying? I am appreciative of those of you who do come out every day and support. I really am. And I hope to do that in the future moving forward. Like I said, with the new releases coming out and everything, hopefully we can turn this around. But the situation I'm facing right now, okay, is basically a situation where I see how much money I have, and I'm like, okay, I have to pay this bill, this bill, this bill. So it's going to be gone within like a week and a half. It's all the money's going to be gone. So I'm relying on tips to pay everything. Well, the tips aren't going to be enough to pay everything I need to pay for the first half of the month. Again, I know that. And I'm in a situation where, you know, this is not good. I'm basically getting behind now, and it sucks, you know. And I don't like doing special fundraiser events every month. I had to do one 2 months in a row, and now it's, I mean, I'm just being honest, this early on, I'm not even into September yet, and I'm looking and I'm like, I'm probably going to have to do another one. I just don't know how I'm going to make ends meet until we see a surge in support because the hardcore gaming season has hit. I'm basically kind of between a rock and a hard place. Okay?
Between a rock and a hard place, huh? No, I think you're just between Sherry's Cafe and Pies, Total Wine, and Curls and Twirls. But that's just me. So let's go back over to the bank leaks and pick up where we left off. Now, I'm not going to break them all down because we're going to go all the way up till September 10th. I'll just have the pictures going by and I'll pick out a few here and there. $110 microtransaction on the 18th, $51 for DoorDash on the 19th. He has to pay over $2,300 for his taxes and mortgage, but he just can't help himself. $231 at Fred Meyer, $46 at Total Wine, $66 for DoorDash again, makes another huge tax payment, and then spends $67 at Clam Jumper Restaurant after spending $56 the same day at Sherry's Cafe and Pies. And nobody's saying you can't enjoy yourself, but when you're holding fundraisers and acting like a charity case, especially while you're lying and insulting people, yeah, those people are going to try to go after you and expose you. One of the worst things out there is when people abuse charity, but we're well past that point. This guy obviously doesn't give a shit. He does 4 microtransactions on September 7th for $203. And then look at this shit. 21 at Burger King, and then DoorDash 2 more times the same day for $116. Who are you feeding? And then 2 charges at Fred Meyer's for $96. But then 2 days later, $223 at Fred Meyer's. What the fuck, man? There's 2 people and a cat in this house. And of course, let's top it off with 81 at Total Wine and a couple of microtransactions. Now, the reason I cut it off here is because we're going to listen to the next clip. This is from Thursday, September 16th, 2 days before his bank leaks happened. The pictures afterwards are so fucked up. But let's just listen to what he has to say.
Now, guys, listen up. It's the last chance, absolute last chance. If you want to help me out and support me tonight with a tip, I'm surprised we didn't get to the hat goal. I thought people would want to see the Bison hat and see me pick Bison and dominate like I did last week. I got 25 straight wins last week. But it hasn't happened, all right? Last chance to support the stream if you can. With only about roughly 15 minutes left on the stream, I need the support. If you can help me with a tip, please do. And remember, I'm not here tomorrow. I'll come back on Saturday with more Deathloop and Hades, okay? Thank you. All right, we're winding down, guys. Probably another match or 2. That'll be it. We have not had a tip in 30 minutes. Great, great. Well, thank you guys who did support the stream. I appreciate it. It's 2 slow nights in a row now. When I needed the help, it sucks, but what can you do? What can you do, right? I still had a good time tonight. Oh, fuck you. Yes, the earlier goal was hit, and that will help some, but I really, really wanted to hit both. Now I'm going to be short tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if, I hope I have enough. It depends. I don't know how many groceries I need to get and stuff. It is a shorter grocery week. Thank God that I'm actually having another day off on Wednesday. Because if I was shopping for like another week and a half. It sucks. I don't like living like this, but it's the life I'm living right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sure things will get better eventually, but kind of stuck in the rut, as they say.
I don't like living like this, but there's nothing I can do about it. I guess I'm just stuck in a rut, as they say. I almost titled this video, DSP is subconsciously crying for help. And that clip right there was the reason why. He knows something is fucked up. He doesn't like it, and he knows something is wrong. You almost want to feel bad for the guy. But then he comes out and holds fundraisers for himself and lies, feigns distress, and guilt trips people. People that are much worse off than him. And you know they are. How many times have you seen To Catch a Pay Pig? How many messages have I shown you where these people are like, no, I'm not a rich guy. I drive a 2004 Toyota Camry, or I take the bus to work. You remember Jay Bowler? Here's $1 in bits. This is all I can afford to spare this month, but I don't want you to lose your house. How about Timbo? Declaring for bankruptcy 3 fucking times. And here's Phil. Doesn't give 2 shits about him. But anyways, let's get back to the pictures. That clip was from Thursday, September 16th. And look at this shit. On the 13th and 14th, he does 27 microtransactions for $728. And then 2 days later, he gets on camera and tries to guilt trip him into hitting the tips goal because he doesn't know how many groceries he can get on his day off tomorrow. And that's a direct quote. But that's not even the craziest part. On the 15th, the day before that clip, he gets an overdraft fee for $35. Those mobile games were so important, he was willing to go into the negative for them. And why shouldn't he? He could just hold another fundraiser, turn on his human ATMs, and withdraw the money whenever he wants. And then the 17th, which lines up with the clip because he said he was going to be off the next day and then come back on Saturday. There's multiple charges from DoorDash, Fred Meyer's, Sherry's Cafe and Pies, and a total of fucking a wine. And the reason the charges stop right there is because his bank leaks came out on the 18th. Now, as I said in the beginning, he just wouldn't talk about it. He shut everything down. And it went back to, I just want to play games, have fun, and chill with you guys. And all of a sudden, it's not about the money. Now, the next clip is from the day after, and this is why I chose not to cover that day at all. It was extremely boring, and this is as far as he was willing to go.
Okay. An anonymous $1.50 tipper says, today's been pretty good in terms of no trolling. Hopefully you talked about everything you needed to. Pretty much, yeah, listen, here's the deal. It's this simple. People constantly want to bring up shit on the stream that has nothing to do with the stream. They want to derail the stream and cause drama. They want to try to bring up personal shit that has nothing to do with my gameplay. And I'm not doing that. If at any time I choose to bring up something outside of the realm of what's going on the stream, something personal from my life or whatever, I will do so. If I feel it's appropriate, if I feel it's not derailing to the content I'm putting out, and if I feel that it's safe for myself or my family to bring up stuff like that. What you guys need to know is that sadly there is a lot of shit that happens to me outside of these streams because I'm a public persona. There's a lot of people out there that don't like me for various reasons. There's a lot of people that are out to get me and out to hate on me in any way possible, whether it's truthful or not, whether it's legal or not. They're out to hurt me and my family, okay? I don't talk about it on the streams because what does that help? It doesn't help anything. It certainly doesn't change anything, right? So stuff happens, fucked up stuff. I'm not going to bring it up on the streams. Why would I do that? But these people are determined to do that. We're determined to ruin Phil's content. We're determined to we want to ruin the stream, ruin his life, ruin everything. Well, no, I'm not playing that game. I'm just not. I'm not doing it. So that's why, I came to Phil's streams today expecting drama. There's been zero drama because I'm not like that. I never have been, never will be. There's one reason why I'm on this stream right now with you guys. I love video games and I love chilling with you, and you guys tell me doing this has value. That's all that matters to me. Literally nothing else matters. All the white noise of the morons of the world trying to cause problems and everything, I don't fucking care. I'm here to have a good time with you guys, period. So I hope that you guys understand that. It doesn't matter what they say or do, I'm not going anywhere. Seriously, it doesn't matter what fucked up stuff they do to me and my family, what shit they make up, what shit they do to try to ruin everything. Right? Try to ruin my whole fucking life. It ain't happening. I'm still going to be here streaming for you guys every day. I hope you guys understand that, okay? Fair enough? And if you don't know anything about the drama, that's a good thing. Seriously, you don't need to go down the bowels of the fucking internet to see the shit that people are doing. You just don't. You know, it's fucked up. Shout out to Slayer, who did a $4.20 tip. He said, after seeing Singapore during the flight just now, do you feel interested?
And that right there is why he can do this and get away with it. Because you have literal regards like Slayer who are so stupid, they get 100% proof that this guy is lying to their face. And he's still going to give them the money anyways, no matter what. This is the definition of insanity. And then he says, don't pay attention to the white noise. Don't pay attention to what other people say. That's definitely not what a cult leader would tell you, by the way. But since you don't want your fans to pay attention to us, Phil, maybe they should pay attention to you. Remember the last month when he was holding fundraisers for himself and saying that he was going to have to hold another in September because of his bills and he's not going to have enough money and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden his bank leaks get exposed and now it's not about the money and how much he begs for it. He just loves being here with you. I don't know. Something doesn't add up, my friend. All right, and we got 2 more clips we're going to listen to, and then we'll do our Jerry Springer's final thoughts. Now, I love the next clip. He's had a few days to sit on everything, to think about what he's going to say, and to come up with some new lies. And the beauty of coming back and doing videos like this is that the lies are so blatantly easy to expose. Let's go.
Of things that aren't logical. They want to believe the worst, no matter what, so they will do whatever they can to believe the worst, you see? Whether it means, oh, I will commit federal crimes to try to get some factual information, and then what I'll do is I'll use that to do horrible things. I'll completely impersonate Phil and try to do a million things in his name that are completely illegal. I'll try to, use that to try to fabricate stuff. I'll try to use that to say nasty stuff about him that's it's fucked up. And it's what I mean. This is my life now. It sucks. Right? So ignoring them is the best way to deal with it. Okay? It really is. I'm sorry. I know those, why don't you address the drama? Why don't we have a special to talk about it? Because it doesn't help. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter even when I disprove everything. It's not good enough for these crazy people. All right? And now that federal crimes have been committed, yes, you notice I keep repeating that because they are federal crimes. This is not just someone fucked around with someone on the internet and trolled them, slander or defamation on YouTube. This is to the point of now major repercussions. And I hope people understand that. Anyone who's talking about this, not knowing fully what they're saying is true or not, guess what? You're part of the problem and you're part of the issue and you are going to be held accountable too. It's just that simple. You're part of it now. You're actually passing around stuff that should not be passed around and you're going to be in trouble just as well. So, I can't stop anyone from doing anything. I can't, but I'm just saying, and when an investigation is underway, it is what it is. Okay? That's as far as I can say. Like I said, I really can't say any specifics past that because I've been advised not to. To prove my innocence without further exposing myself. You understand?
Do you have a police report for the
police
identity
report?
You don't.
Oh,
you
no.
can redact certain things.
I did not. I don't have a police report. How do I?
Did you not go to the police when your identity was hacked?
No,
taken?
I went to all my financial institutions. I went to the credit bureaus.
You didn't go to the police though when someone was stealing your identity.
No.
Why wouldn't you do that?
I didn't even think to do it. I don't think. What would they do about it?
Try to fucking get the person and arrest them for stealing your identity.
I mean, I guess maybe, but here, okay. I guess what I got to do is tell you a little bit more about all the crap I've been through. I have contacted the police about the harassment. No, listen, I have contacted the police about harassment.
How fucking stupid is this guy? And the answer is pretty fucking stupid. Federal crimes have been committed. A big investigation is underway. And if you've been passing this around, you're going to be in trouble and you are going to be held accountable for it. I hope you stupid little trolls out there are ready to go to prison jail. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but consequences will never be the same. And you will be held accountable for your actions. So I hope you like the prison jail, because I'll be seeing you there. Hopefully I get a good bunk mate. I don't want to get stuck with silent weapons or fucking Carl. In fact, I want Lime to be put in there with me. Because Lime, I got some bad news for you. When those lights go out, I'm going to do some awful, horrible, terrible things to you.
Apparently. You need to hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
but going back to the clip. But going back to the clip. He says it doesn't matter when I disprove everything. He says it doesn't matter when I disprove everything. It's never good enough. Imagine that. Imagine how delusional you have to be. Your bank leaks come out. It exposes a bunch of terrible shit about you. And you're just sitting there saying it doesn't matter when you prove this and prove that. They're just fucking liars. Just how far gone do you have to be to have evidence sitting right there in front of your face? Not only do you deny it, you double down and go the other direction. Gee, Phil, I wonder why all this shit happens to you and why you have all these people out here against you. I can't figure it out. Now the next clip is the last one. It's 10 days after the bank leaks. He's already back to his normal begging. And it's time to start the process all over again.
All right, final reminder, because we're about to start with gameplay, and I don't want to keep bringing this up all day, okay? Guys, if you want to help me today, please tip me, all right? Over the weekend, I suffered a lot of chargebacks from a particular asshole. I have disputed them all, but it could take weeks for that to clear up, and I lost a lot of money because of it. On top of that, yesterday was one of my slowest days ever when it came to support. Because of that, I have a major setback. I got today and tomorrow I'm streaming, but on Thursday I'm supposed to have a day off where I have to spend money to do various things, including decorate this office for Halloween. So please, if you like the content, if you like the streams, and if you're going to contribute today and you can, please tip. I really would like to hit the tips goals today. I already told you guys, if we hit the hat goal at $100, I don't even care. I'll take the headphones off and wear whatever hat you guys want. I need the help today, okay? So if you can tip today and you like the content, please tip. Just saying this up front. I don't want to mention it all day long. Thank you in advance to anyone who does contribute in any way, okay?
Unbelievable. It's like nothing even happened. No shame whatsoever. He knows that people know that he's lying, and he just doesn't give a fuck as long as he can dump money into those mobile games. He supposedly doesn't have enough money to decorate the office for Halloween. Meanwhile, it's not even October yet. That was September 28th. Tell me those aren't crackhead tendencies right there. And then, coincidentally, all of a sudden, chargebacks are the new boogeyman. He lost a lot of money because of chargebacks, and he really needs the help right now. He needs money for his day off, so he can go out and do stuff with his part-time wife. Like what, Phil? You desperately need money so you can go to Sherry's Cafe and Pies? So you can get IHOP and then DoorDash again later that day? Because you need to stock up at Total Wine every week? Or is it because you need to spend $200 at Fred Meyer's every 7 days for 2 people? And don't fucking tell me it's for curls and twirls, because I could blindfold myself and then do a better job than that. But remember, guys, I don't frivolously just buy shit. I can't. I don't spend money on fucking bullshit on mobile games and gambling and all the shit that these people say. No, he's just stuck in a rut right now. He just needs your help this one more time. But hey, look on the bright side. At least he stopped holding fundraisers for himself every month. And here is a personal guarantee to you. He is going to hold a fundraiser for himself again in the next 90 days. I guarantee it. And you guys know how I am about calling shit. I'm telling you, this is gonna happen. Alright, and that's the video for today. This was a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. But once I started it, I was determined to finish it. I'll have another video out in a couple of days. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for sticking with me. And a fucking go.
I'm incredibly grateful for the overwhelming support in the last 24 hours with these gifted memberships. Seriously, 100 memberships in 24 hours. Didn't I tell you this was going to happen? I knew it. And thank you guys for that. Thank you for living up to what I thought was going to happen. Seriously, it's pretty awesome that people have supported in this way. I appreciate it. However, I do have to emphasize something, all right? Tips are very important to me in my business, and here's why. Tips are the liquidity of my business. And what I mean by that is that's the cash flow that I get that I can use to spend on things on a daily basis. If I need to buy a new game today, tips pay for it. If I need to buy something for the business, tips pay for it. Bills and stuff behind the scenes, generally tips pay for that. The Nintendo Online that I'm going to get on the Switch, tips are going to pay for that. Okay? Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, grocery shopping, tips. If I have a meal with my wife, tips. You see? The tips are very important. So I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular, and I don't know why you guys, okay, why are you laughing? Laughing my ass off, laughing out loud. Why are you laughing? I'm just going to stop the fucking stream right now. What are you laughing at? Let's hear what's so hilarious. I'm being honest with you guys. And people want to say, oh, I'm laughing my ass off. What's so fucking funny? I would like an answer. Because if you think that me being honest with you is funny, that's fucked up. What's wrong with you? I'm telling you, if all I get this weekend are memberships, I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're going to laugh? Oh, that's funny. Oh, real funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, your one day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right? Oh, it's real funny. How about this? It's not fucking funny. You're a fucking asshole. All right? I don't like talking about this. I don't. And I don't want to talk about it all fucking day, but I don't like people laughing. It's not funny at all. You're a piece of shit if you think that someone who has to live day to day on tips and shit is funny. Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. Ha 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 ha. No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Jesus fucking Christ, these people are assholes, man. Really? I mean, can you be any more much of a dick to someone on the fucking internet that you don't even personally fucking know? Oh, hilarious.